Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and welcome back to Corpse Party Book of Shadows. When we last left off, Morishige found our buddies Mitsuki and Fukuroi, and now we're all working together to try and find somebody. For Morishige, it's Mayu. For the other two, it's pretty much anybody from the Byakudan crew. But obviously we're having a bit of trouble because things just want to kill us left and right, and Morishige is probably slowly losing his mind as we speak. Probably taking more pictures of the dead bodies and gloating over them later. Right now, we gotta try and get into the reference room, but as you can tell, it's locked and not with a key. It's got a combo, 6 digits by all appearances. Yep, getting this open won't be an easy task. Fortunately, I know what I must do. We must go down the stairs, back to one of the classrooms. Because if you recall, we also ended up picking up some kind of logbook in one of the bathrooms earlier, which kind of gives us a hint of what we need to do. So what we need to do first is go to 3A, because this is where the importance comes into play. I think. Don't quote me on that, because I don't know myself. But we gotta look around this room here. This should have some clues as to what to do. Like, for example, there's a piece of paper hastily taped onto this glass door here. Return the class logbook. I'm getting angry. Do you want to be killed? Apparently this logbook is so important it warrants death. Let's check the podium now. Alright, let's see. As we approach the teacher's podium, strange lettering becomes visible on its surface, almost as if it was embossed into it. Bring back the class logbook you took from the reference room right this instant. There's no telling what's going to happen next. You understand that, don't you? I guess. I don't know. Rainley was just talking about various different things, like, we had a nice time at the swimming pool, the one guy slipped and had brain damage. And then it was talking about the kids' deaths, you know, the 3 that died and are haunting this school. Who was it that took my class logbook from the reference room? I won't get mad, so just give it back now. Somebody's very passive-aggressive, aren't they? Oh well, what are you gonna do? Well, that's a school newsletter, and it's talking about disaster training day. To prevent accidents, always be aware of your surroundings. Look before you act, and don't die. That's the main thing you can take out of this, is don't die. If somebody comes up to you and says that they want to be your friend, be skeptical. Especially if you're a little kid and that person who talks to you is an adult. Even if he's mute, because that's what Yoshikazu is. Anyway, let's go to the reference room now. That for some reason, that small little bit is enough to trigger an option to play around with the clock, or the lock. See? Okay. Fortunately, I already have the thing written down here somewhere in my various notes of notiness. Alright, the combo is 8, 2, 4, 3, 2, 2. Bingo, the lock is now disengaged. Yay, we can return the book now. And hopefully we won't die. I'm gonna save just in case, because I don't want to die. Although I think in a corpse party game, it's almost inevitable. Let's do this. Let's see here. This shelf is full of science books for young children, illustrated encyclopedias, biographies of important people, and other educational materials. Bookending one particular gap on the shelf is a ceramic ornament depicting some kind of demon eating the left arm of a naked, headless figure. Note that he had to focus on the fact that the figure was naked and ignore the fact that they were headless first. I would say so. Nakedness is so scary, isn't it? Oh, of course, he's like, oh yeah, it's creepy, but the quality, craftsmanship of it, man.
ゴヤの我が子を食らうサトゥルヌスが題材だと思う。本物は彫刻ではなくて絵だけど。
Of course, he would know that.
詳しいな。
森重君って美術部か何かなの？
He's a drama student, does that count?
いや、演劇部。
へえ、それはすごいね。
You're easily impressed.
何がどうすごいんだよ。バスケ部でも吹奏楽部でもすごいって言うんじゃないのか。
He's trying to be nice. Play along. You can oogle your dead bodies later. The room fell into an awkward silence after that. So, how's the weather? Oh god, we're devolving into the weather talk. I became acutely aware of my poor disposition. Though I suppose I've never been very good at social interaction in the first place. I just pretend to. I'm an actor. I don't believe in wasting smiles on trivial things, and I never quite learned how to lie, even to save face or keep from hurting someone's feelings. He's blunt and to the point.
演劇部ってさ、やっぱり稽古とか大変なんでしょ？
You can tell the conversation is just swimming with possibilities.
舞台装置に衣装に脚本に用意するものがたくさんあるしな。
They have no idea what they're talking about, do they? I think they're just trying to make small talk and it's failing.
そういうのは眉がやってるんだ。僕は役者メインっていうか。
へえ、森重君って背高いしイケメンだから人気あるでしょ。
Tall and handsome. Granted, I don't know anybody's height in this game. Everybody's all the same kind of shaped sprites.
いや、別に。大切なのは外見よりも演技だし。
It's the attitude. You gotta have the passion for it, the drive.
将来の進路はやはり
Does Morishige have that? I don't know.
できれば留学して本格的に役者の勉強をしたいって思っている。そのために貯金もしているし、語学も。
Wow. You know, I didn't expect him to be actually, like, passionate about this kind of stuff. He just seems kind of like one of those guys that just kind of goes through day by day and doesn't seem to care about much.
ああ、俺たちと同い年なのに今から将来を具体的に考えてるんだな。
Yeah, gotta commend him for that. Shame it's all gonna go to waste because he's gonna die out of craziness
評価してくれるのはありが
by
たい。
jumping out a window.
こいつら
Although spoilers, he actually doesn't die from jumping out the window. You find that out in Blood Drive. Yeah. Maybe they are, you don't know. You know, for an actor, you're not very good at reading people.
会ったばかりの他人のことに一喜一憂できるなんて理解できないな。それとも俺が淡白すぎるんだろうか。
That's it. Also, you might have a tight psychopathic tendency, but we're not sure yet. I mean,
ここに
again, taking pictures of the dead bodies and going like, oh, this is amazing. Somebody was actually living in this thing. That's not normal.
待って、学級日誌をしまってあげなくっちゃ。
Why? Besides the fact that, you know, everybody in that room was threatening us. True, we really didn't need the logbook anymore. The Goya sculpture, on the other hand, was practically calling my name. And if it actually is calling your name, God help you. I reached out for it, picked it up, and handed it to Mitsuki, since she had the biggest bag out of any of us. She looked puzzled, but took it anyway. We could use it as a weapon. Somebody big comes by, boom, sculpture to the face. They'll never see it coming. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I just forgot the name. This shelf is full. Okay, this is nothing new. How about over here? Did I really just come all this way for a freaking sculpture of a dude devouring another dude? Or at least something like that. Because, otherwise, I don't know what I'm doing. Great, so I guess I'll leave. Try to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to stick this statue somewhere. You know, the kind of Resident Evil style puzzle solving where it's like, get this bizarre item and put it here. And then get this other bizarre item and put it here. Because for some reason we can't use keys in this place. We can only use statues. And if we do have a key, oh, it's no longer useful. I somehow know this. Time to throw it out because we need room in our inventory. And now I gotta figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go next. Do I go wandering into the classroom again? Do I go back to 3A and it tells me like, thank you for returning the logbook. Here's a way out. Or more likely, here's your friend's head. Alright, well, I returned your logbook. I returned it. I gave it back. You should be good. Oh, there's straw paper on here. A photocopied handout. Class logbook is our memory. After you've all gone to the next grade, I'll make sure I take good care of it. Is that all? I mean, I returned the logbook. Aren't you happy I returned it? Great, now I'm gonna have to go wandering about again and trying to figure out where to go. Because I don't recall any place around here where I could put said statue. But there's gotta be a place where I have to put it. Because I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. This one's definitely a bit more convoluted, I think, than the last one. Because it's like, how do I know where to go? How do I know to do this? What am I doing with my life? Or what's going to be left of my life because I'm in Heavenly Host. And nobody survives this except for 5 people. And even then, they're basically tortured for the rest of their lives. Especially poor Yuka. That poor girl is never going to be the same again after all this. No, literally she's not. Like, after everything that she goes through in this place, the poor girl ends up having health issues. No? Nothing here? Alright. So where do I go after this? Good question, me. What's the answer? Why? What did I do to deserve this? God damn it, it's all his fault. He's the one who made us do that ritual. Friends forever? Look where that got us. He's in here somewhere too. And if I see him, I'm going to kill him. I swear I'll do it. I'll make as if I'm hugging him, like I'm oh so happy to see him again. And then I'll wring his filthy neck until I break his trachea. And then I'll curse him forever. Oh, okay. I'm glad I read that. Who's right behind me? These ghosts have a sense of humor, apparently. Is it still there? Yep. Okay. I'm glad I read that. I'm so happy this exists. I'm being watched. Really? I didn't know that. I thought for sure that I was just here. But the reflection in the filthy window, barely visible in the faint light of the school building, looks almost ethereal. But as if I'm just a ghost myself. Foreshadowing. Great. Oh look, we're back down here again. I'm so happy I'm back in this hallway. I'm sure this'll go well.
このまま先に進むのは危険かもしれない。
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, let's just turn back. Because otherwise we'll get lost. Both faces were staring directly at me, as if I'd somehow been designated their de facto leader, so after a moment's thought, I suggested we turn back. I didn't much care either way, but they obviously did, so it seemed the best course of action at the time. Sure, let's head back, because why not? Yay, I live. What happened?
やった、落としちゃった。
What did you do?
ちょっと欠けちゃったよ。まずいかな。
You broke the statue, didn't you? To be fair, it was a creepy statue, but
廃
still.
校とはいえここの備品だぞ。まずいに決まってるじゃないか。
Well, we'll go look for glue, okay?
袋井のクソ真面目はこんな状況でも健在だね。
I don't think there are any rules in Heavenly Host. It's just don't die, and even then you can't really. You could break that like that.
いいけどどうしたの？
破損した部分から何か見えている。
Ooh?
あ、本当だ。なんだろう。
像の中の骨組みじゃないか。
だけど何か別のものかもよ。
Oh, is there something inside? As they say, sometimes the simplest solution really is the best. And if we wanted to see what was inside this thing, there was one surefire method. Just break it. You know, just, a nice piece of artwork just destroyed like that. The glass sculpture hit the ground with all the force I could muster and shattered into countless pieces. Well, no amount of glue's gonna save that. We're gonna have to pay for it. And there among the wreckage was a key made of copper. It looked old, but since it had been sealed away from the elements all this time, there wasn't a single trace of rust or corrosion on it. Ooh, shiny.
天神小学校。どうやらこの学校の鍵みたいだな。
Well, I would assume so. Clearly, this was an important item to have found. Now, aware that Mitsuki's bag was not the safest place to store things, however, I pocketed it myself. Well, to be fair, giant statue, well, at least a relatively heavy statue, pocket-sized key. Just saying. One's way heavier than the other. Cool. Now I just gotta figure out what this key goes to. And there's quite a few locked doors around here, I think. It was 4A locked. Let me try 4A first. At least it's like right there. I don't have to go too far for that one. But I gotta figure out which key this belongs. Or for which door this belongs, this key. Let's try this door. It's locked up tight. Let's try it. With a click, the door unlocked. Woohoo! We're in 4A. What's in 4A? I hope it's something not related to death. Well, it's a mechanism with a lever attached to it. Is it the piano wire thing again?
レバーが動かない。錆びて壊れているのかな。
Damn.
アルコールランプだ。
まだ芯もメタノールも残ってるから使えそうだな。
Okay, so what are we gonna do with it?
なんか手の跡っていうか、ここについてるの血じゃない？
Doesn't look it in the picture. Maybe if you wanted to convey that, you could have put it in the picture. Just saying. I hadn't noticed him at first, but Mitsuki was correct. Somebody did a typo there. There were small bloody handprints on the alcohol lamp. Small enough that they most likely were made by a child or children. So maybe it's not blood, maybe it's just finger paint. Ah, who am I kidding? It's definitely blood.
なんだか気持ち悪いよこのランプ。
What doesn't give you the creeps, Mitsuki?
だけど明かりは多い方がいい。
This wasn't something we could leave behind. It was a real stroke of luck that we stumbled upon something so inherently useful. While also being covered in blood, but can't be picky in Heavenly Host. Let's see, anything else? No. Anything on the blackboard? There's a chalk picture. A high school girl who's just run over by a steamroller. Ooh. And at the helm of said steamroller is a young-looking child with a big smile on her face. Oh, I'm guessing Sachiko wrote that then. Fun! Nope. Nothing new about that. I'm so happy that exists. I guess you could say she at least has a bit of creativity and imagination as she murders people left and right. Okay, so I got a lamp. What do I use the lamp for? Can I use it down the hallway? Maybe I can do that. Maybe if I light the lamp in the hallway, I don't have to worry about getting lost because I have a bright little bit of light to illuminate my path. It's a thought. Called it!
アルコールランプに火をつけてみようか。
Called it! Yeah, let's light the lamp.
確かにろうそくよりアルコールランプの方が明る
If
いし
it's, got its fingers all over with, ghost children, I think it's pretty useful.
はいマッチ。さっき音楽室で拾ったんだ。
Why do you have matches? I don't recall picking up matches with you. You don't seem like a smoker. Unless she's into incense, I don't know. As the wick flared up, the whole hallway was bathed in a warm blue glow. And somehow the darkness just seemed to shrink away from it, powerless against this unexpectedly capable opponent. Yay, I guess now I can go down into the locker room now? Is there anything in the locker room besides jock straps and dead bodies? And I already saw the dead girl over there, who's hanging. I guess I checked the pool then? Oh yeah! A friend of yours is here.
浦部おい浦部しっかりしろ
Oh, I was mistaken. I thought she was dead. She is in one wrong ending, but not yet. Collapsed on the ground was someone both of my companions clearly knew. She wore the same uniform as Yamamoto. She also looks very startled. Both Fukurai and Yamamoto immediately ran to her side and began attempting to rouse and console her. How'd she get here? I mean, if you think about it, we had to get a lamp.
よかった。生きてる。
浦部大丈夫かどこか怪我は
Well, I'm sure she's in shock. Does that count?
他のみんなはトウコやキザミ君たちはみんな無事なの？
You're better off not asking about Kazami. Just saying. Yeah, I was gonna just say, slap her. Frightened out of her mind, the now conscious squirrel girl slapped away Yamamoto's outstretched hand and shot to her feet. Oh, I thought somebody slapped her. Turns out she was doing the slapping.
美月どうしたんだ浦部
落ち着いてエミ。私だよ。美月、ほら、フクロイも。
Do you need a hug? And a beer? Actually, I think you're too young to drink.
早く逃げないと。あいつが。
Who, Emmy? Who's after you? She darted her head around wildly, surveying her surroundings quickly and frantically like a wide-eyed fawn who sensed a predator closing in. What on earth could have happened to her? Obviously something went after her, and now she's losing whatever sanity she has left. It was as if her own paranoia had completely drowned out the sounds of her friends and classmates to such an extent that she didn't even notice them. She was also perceptibly shaking, a lot more than she would from the cold rain alone, and her teeth were chattering. Something had truly spooked her. Here's the question, does Morishige care? I would wager no. Oh, she read a walkthrough. Or watched a Let's Play, I don't know, but she knows the future. We're all gonna die. Yes, let's split up in this place. That's a great idea. Glad to know you don't have a common sense gland either. How did I know he was just gonna be like, eh? You can always get him a chocolate bar later. Just saying.
俺は俺で眉を探そう。もともと一人の方が性に合ってるんだし。
Oh, so many connotations I could make there. But fine. I somehow end up in the hallway between the lab and the nurse's office. I think that was one of the opening songs of the game. Don't know which one right off the bat. Your guess is as good as mine.
Mayu!
She can't answer you. She's currently splattered. I'm assuming.